and welcome to the Angry Sniper Escali's Pro Tip. I don't know if I should call it a pro tip, to be honest, but I see very few snipers actually doing this. I've only seen one other person do this, and that was on the live stream from a sniper from Tomb of Freedom Nerd, Creek, CYYRC, or however you pronounce it, you know the one. And uh, and that was fun. I'm sure other snipers do use it. Um, it's the kind of thing you discover yourself accidentally and don't always notice it. But it's got so many different uses. Um, the thing about a sniper is we're pretty much we're not stationary because see my mobility section of this guide. But for long periods of the time, it is we're in cover because that's our best defensive ability. Stay in cover, can't be pulled, can't be leapt to. Um, so the last thing people expect you to do is to go towards them. Yeah. So my tip is essentially this: covered escape, debilitate. Quite simple, very very simple. So why do that? Why put you in that close to someone? Well, for a variety of different reasons. There's several clips at the end of this which I hope to demonstrate. Um, but for start, this works absolutely wonders against other snipers. It's unbelievably good. I mean, yeah, sure, you've got to make sure they haven't got um, entrench up, well, a diversion, then covered escape, debilitate, a sort of thing is, and yes, they can get away with their covered escape when they can break it, or if they don't break it, it's if they break it, that's good, because they've used your breaker. You can work that into, your duel or your fight with them. You can work it to your advantage because you've still got your breaker. But because people don't expect it, I mean, what I tend to do to follow up quite often is, you know, it's you've got a small little window where they can't do anything unless they use their breaker, and that little window is why it is so useful. Because 1 minute you're at range, the next you're right up against them and they're stunned. It's like, whoa, what the hell? Is sometimes it can get them to panic. Um, so yes, it's fantastic against other snipers. Trust me, it works. um, it works against a lot of other classes as well. The Tomb of Freedom Nerd sniper I mentioned earlier, he was in a solo queue arena on his live stream, and there was a sage sorcerer, healer sorcerer, very low health, very very low health. You just needed a takedown, and that was it. He's dead. But he was bubbled, and so he timed it. As quite a few people know, a sage sorcerer, they have this kind of instant self heal thing. I forget what it's called. It's force mend or something like that. And quite often, what people will do is they'll time their bubble thing so that they can get that self mend thing in immediately after coming off of out of the bubble. And that's what this sniper um, didn't allow them to do. He timed it perfectly so that he did that covered escape and debilitate after the bubble ended, but before he could actually get that heal in, which of course meant he was dead. So that's one example right there. If you time it perfectly, and you can have some fantastic results. My clips will basically show that. So it's just going to be quite a brief, hopefully, um, talking session for me because there's not much more I can say. Um, Covered escape is 18 meters. That's so Of course, you've got to be within about 4 meters melee for this to work. So your window is around 16 meters, 22 meters. That's your kind of distance you need to be. I basically just go for 20 because then you got that 2 meter either way, you know. Bang, you know. It's you can follow it up with all manner of different things. So yeah, that's. Before we go into tips, I just want to emphasize the fact is the more you do this, the more you'll get used to it. And the more you get used to it, the more you'll become a bit more unpredictable in a sense. And for me, there can be nothing worse than having a player which you think you know what they're going to do because, well, they're snipers, they're never going to move, they're not going to come towards me, ha ha ha, all that kind of stuff. And then all of a sudden, bam, whoa, you know, it's unexpected. And if you can prove yourself to be a bit more unexpected, then that's another tool you can use to your advantage. Yeah, so that's why I call it a Scarlet's pro tip, whether it's actually a pro tip or not. It's just something I tend to use and like. So, here's the clips. Okay, so this first clip is it shows a bit of a utility value and how it can help burst someone down. It's slow at the moment, but I will speed it up. What you've got is one sniper, which I'm heading towards. I've got him targeted. And then I notice the other one, which has been more of a pain. So I just suddenly covered escape, debilitate, and you can see he gets bursted down quite quickly. Very useful. Okay, this is a short but sweet one, but it is fantastic in Hutball for precisely this reason. Speaks for itself. It's all it takes to kill someone sometimes, so on to the next clip. Okay, so this is obviously before 3.0 because I'm just about to be set covered escape like I have. Now, this is a clip I really like, and it is rare, but it shows you another way to use it. An interception, fantastic. I love that. Okay, so that's the 3 clips I've shown you. Now I have to be honest. It's been a couple of weeks since I've put what you've seen so far together, and I've procrastinated in completing it because there was 5 or 6 more clips I wanted to show you and go through with you. But I've taken a break. I've looked at it again, and I think what you've seen so far forms a good basis of why this is a decent little maneuver which you can use. It's one of these things, the more experienced you are at playing the sniper, the more you are going to see opportunities to use this little trick. So you have to use it, you have to learn it, and you have to love it. And if nothing else, from all of these guide videos that I've done, you take one thing, I would take this particular thing because, yes, this is an engineering sniper guide, but you can use it for marksman or lethality or whatever the fuck it's called. Okay. The reason why I've done a single veg just on this a little maneuver is because I do believe it is a very tactical and a extremely useful, not to yourself, but potentially your teammates as well. So I hope what I've done has opened some eyes as to the possibility. Try it. If you use it in the correct situation, you will not be disappointed. So with all that said and done, I hope this has been useful. Try it out and just see how it goes. And the more you do it, the more successful you will be at it, and the more you do it, the more you'll realise how it's useful in certain circumstances. So have fun, keep sniping, and enjoy it. See you, folks.